Hello, good evening, everyone. Good to see every one of you. My name is Alex from MarketWise Asia. All right, so today it is, as usual, Friday evening, 24th of June, 2022. It is a Friday evening, so I hope you guys are enjoying the start of your the start of the weekend right now. Okay, so I hope you guys are having a good time. And if you guys can hear me loud and clear, please say a hi to me in the chat box, be it on Facebook or is it on YouTube. So today's live will be broadcasted to two sites, okay, as usual, both on Facebook and also on YouTube also. So give me a like, share, or comment. Do engage with me. Let Facebook algo and YouTube algo knows that you want to see more of MarketWise Asia content in the future, because if you don't do that, the algo will think that you're not interested, and as time goes by, they will not show you the content on your Facebook or the YouTube feed already. So we are still early, so if you guys can hear me, just say a hi to me in the comments, give me a like, share, or comments also. Let me take a look at the comments session right now. Hello, good evening, Han Hock, Amanda, James, Archon, Ken, SPHJ, Mary, Pauling, okay, Swadhat, okay, SF, Kok Leong, Ivan, Pei Wen, Kenny, okay, Mark, Sun, great, okay, Zach, Lilian, Dominic, Lamsu, Hosseini, okay, so good to see every one of you here, okay, so today market, it is pretty bullish, right, pretty bullish over here. So yeah, I'll go through with you later. So yeah, so just to let you guys know, so tomorrow is my anniversary date with my wife. So we have been married for 6 years already. Yeah, so we're having a dating time, away from my daughter. She's 4 years old. Ever since we are married, having a child, our time to spend together, it is not that much. Most of the time is together as a family, right? I'm sure if you are a parent, right, especially with young kids, toddler or baby, you should know lah. Okay, yeah. So I have a 4-year-old daughter. So every time she is with us, right now she's asleep. Okay, with my wife. Yeah. So yeah. So tomorrow I think a dating time with my wife. So looking forward to that. I mean, just some personal sharing now. Okay. So with that, let me start the session right now. Let me share with you the screen. Take a look. Okay, so you guys can see right now. Okay, what do you mean early? It is already 11:30. Absolute time 11:30. It's late, but I'm referring to some people might just stream in a little bit later, like 11:35, 11:40. So I think the people will slowly stream in. Okay. All right. So as usual, disclaimer first. Whatever I share today is just for education and information purpose. It is not a recommendation to tell you what to buy or what to sell. So Alex is always wrong. So please don't copy me. Okay. My opinion doesn't mean that I'm right. So please do your own due diligence. Okay. All right. So today's is more of a tutorial session. I think not many people will know about this synthetic VIX. Okay. All right. So today I'm going to share with you, how to create your own synthetic VIX that can be used, okay, for any market. If you have been trading for a while, or at least investing, okay, you should have heard of this VIX, right? Or the fear index, the fear gauge, etc. So you can use a synthetic VIX that can be used for any market. Okay, later I'll share with you this, right? So just to let me know, right, if you have heard of any synthetic VIX or something like this, if you really know about it, okay, just type yes. Okay, if you think this is something new to you, you don't know anything about this synthetic VIX, right, just type no in the comments. Just type no in the comments. Okay, and of course, as usual, I will talk about the market updates as well. As I mentioned today, the indices is very bullish. Okay, I also mentioned about the China stocks, which I actually also mentioned, I think, for the past 1 to 2 weeks as well. All right, so if you don't know about this synthetic VIX, right, just type no. If you know something about this synthetic VIX, right, just type yes in the comments. Okay, I guess lah. Okay, all right. So anyway, yeah. So before I kickstart this session, right, just once again to let you know that you are able to see Larry William live in July. Okay, through this Nasdaq trading festival. So the site is live now. So let me go through this slide. Okay, easier for you guys. Okay, I think it's easy here. Okay, this is the Nasdaq Trading Festival. I will share with you the link in the comments. All right, you should see it on the YouTube and also on Facebook comments as well. All right, so this is the Nasdaq Trading Festival, proudly sponsored by Nasdaq himself. Okay, so on the 23rd and 24th of July. All right, very simple. Just click on the register now. First name, email, your mobile. If you are from Singapore, we will send you a SMS reminder, nothing more. Okay, we won't spam you. So just click on the register now. And if you register now, okay, you are automatically enrolled into this lucky draw, and you stand a chance to win, right, a Fullerton hotel staycation that is worth about 750 plus. Okay, and also these are the Art of Explosive program by Jay that is worth about 697. And also, right, you stand a chance to win, okay, 3 limited edition MarketWise Asia Nets Flash Pay card. Okay, we will preload with $50 inside. So the card is actually already out. I'm not sure whether you guys can see clearly or not. So this is a limited edition one. Right, we will preload with $50 Singapore dollars. And also, right, you get to receive, okay, this US stock sectors cheat sheet with the companion video that's worth about $79. So all you have to do is just to register for this, submit, and you'll be enrolled into the lucky draw and also get to receive this cheat sheet. All right, so this cheat sheet, okay, it is something like this. Okay, I will share with you what are the sectors, in which months they are good, the seasonality, basically the seasonals of the sectors, the industry, and such. Okay, in this PDF, I will share with you, how to read the data, how to interpret it, and also give you how to find the various stocks to trade from these sectors and also this industry as well. Okay, so all these are free. So do register for this event. And okay, and of course the keynote speakers here, okay, could be Larry William, and we also should have a Tony Chang from Nasdaq talking about options. Something new guy, okay, this is new from Etienne Creed. Okay, he is have quite a numbers of followers on YouTube. I'm not sure how many of you actually know him, but he has a following on YouTube. I think about 70K subscribers, and he mainly trade forex. Okay, I'm thinking he has a lot of things to share. Interesting on FX, and of course we have some of the usual resident speakers as well. Royston this time around is also new, but previously on the previous summit he actually did a session with us also already. So I mean, some of you might not be some of you might be familiar with him already. Okay, of course there are people who might not be so familiar. Okay, it is chance to get to know him also, and of course Chris Long, Jay Toon, Colin, okay, Binny and Caden as well. So do register for this event. Okay, so today's session, right, as I mentioned, is to how to create your own synthetic VIX, right? Okay, last one more thing. So just let me repost the link in the comments just in case for those who just joined us recently, just now only. Okay, so I post the link in the comments. So do register for this Nasdaq Trading Festival. Okay, so as I mentioned, right, to how to create your own synthetic VIX, right? So before we go into this synthetic VIX, right? All right, so you must know about this VIX, right? So I don't think I need to ask. I think most of you should know of this VIX, okay? The fear index, the volatility index, okay? So we need to know what is VIX first, okay? All right, so I'm sure you know. I'm not going to ask you who know, who don't know already. I'm going to just explain to you briefly. So the CME exchange, right? Okay, has this volatility index, okay? As you have already known, it is also known as the VIX, okay? It's a measure of the expected volatility, okay, basically the implied volatility, okay, if you are trading options of the US stock market. And when we talk about the US stock market, it is actually referring to the S&P 500 index, okay. So the VIX, all right, the VIX is based on the option prices of the S&P 500 and is calculated by combining the prices of the puts and also the call options, okay, for the next 30 days. So essentially, okay, it is just finding the volatility, okay, within these 30 days, okay. Plus minus sometimes can be a little bit lesser days or more, but they are just finding the closest to the 30 days expiry date one. So, okay, can get it, huh? All right, and of course, by now you should already know, okay, people say, oh, the fear index, okay. So the VIX, all right, is designed to reflect investor view of the S&P 500 volatility, okay. In other words, how much investor think that the S&P index will fluctuate in the next 30 days. All right. So the synthetic VIX I'm going to go through with you is actually called the VIX FIX. And this VIX FIX, okay, is actually, okay, invented by none other than Larry Williams himself, okay. I think most of you should not know this, okay. I actually just got to know only like maybe half a year ago. I knew it, but I didn't really explore it further until only recently, I think I explore it more again. Okay, so it's invented by Larry Williams in 2008. 2008. Okay, all right. So this is the VIX FIX. I will share with you later. Okay, and such. But first of all, let's go to the VIX chart right now first. Okay, you need to know where to get the VIX. Okay, so this is the standard, trading view chart. Okay, so in order to get the VIX, right, very simple. You just have to find the indicator, not indicator, sorry. You just have to add in. Okay, I'm going to do a comparison. Okay, add in. Okay, on the top left hand corner beside the ticker input, right, you have this plus button over here. This is to compare or to add symbols. Just click on it. All right, then you search for VIX. Okay, the first one that came out should be the one already. All right, this is the volatility of the S&P 500 VIX. Okay, you can add into the new pane. All right, new pane over here. Okay, so this is the VIX. Okay, this is the VIX. So you can do it like this. Okay, so technically it is only measuring the S&P 500 volatility. Okay, all right, you can use it in daily time frame or weekly time frame. It doesn't matter. All right, so let me just go to the weekly time frame, easier for you guys to see. All right, so this at the top is the S&P 500 index. I'm using the weekly time frame, weekly time frame. Okay, so you can see over here, right, when there's fear, the market is undergoing a correction, a crash, a steep sell-off. All right, normally the implied volatility will increase. So that's why I can see that during the COVID sell-off, the VIX actually hits about 60 plus, right, 60 plus level. And of course, the highest, that in this chart is shown, it is the 2008 GFC, the Great Financial Crisis. I think it hit about near 80, and elevated level is at about 40 level. Can you see over here? These are the level that is at a pretty high level, elevated one. Okay, that is about 40 plus level. Okay, 42 lah. Okay, just right. So along how many years? All the years, right? The average, okay, the average VIX is about the mean, the average, the mean, or you can say this average is about 19. Okay, it's about 19. Okay, about 19. So 19 is somewhere at the bottom over here. Okay, you can see over here the average, when the market is normal. Okay, there's no correction, everything is 19. One standard deviation is at about, I think it's about 20. 30 plus, okay, somewhere around here, 30 plus, okay, and then Sec 2 standard deviation, it is about 40 something, okay, if I'm not mistaken, but anyway, not that important, and just to tell you that, average is about 19, okay, and then when there's fear, right, can hit to 40 plus to even 60 plus. This is the VIX, this is the normal VIX. Okay, is everything okay? If you understand what I'm trying to say, to you know what is the VIX and everything, how to get on trading view, okay, just type VIX in the comments. Just type VIX in the comments. All right, well, I'll take a sip of water. And right now we have about 226 people in the room right now, both on YouTube and also on Facebook. All right, so do give me a like and share or comment. Okay, just to tell Facebook algo and YouTube algo that you want to see more of MarketWise Asia content in the future. All right, give me a like, share, or comments if you find my content later useful to you and such. Okay, so we really want to share it out to as many people as possible. Okay, so I really appreciate your sharing, your engagement, and such. All right, so this is the normal VIX right now. You should know already. Okay, so let's go back to this one. Okay, so the one that is going to do a synthetic VIX, okay, is actually what Larry Williams called it, the VIX FIX. Okay, VIX FIX. Okay, so a synthetic VIX calculation can be used in any market, okay, to reproduce the performance of the well-known volatility index. Okay, I think volatility sounds a very mouthful to me. Okay, volatility. Okay, that is 5 syllables. Okay, I'll use it as the V index. Okay, I mean that's easier for me to say out. Okay, so it's to calculate the V. Okay, the volatility index. Okay, and the formula, it is actually quite simple. Okay, it's using the highest, okay, close, okay, within the past 22 days, all right, minus the current low divided by the highest close, okay, within 22 days, and then divide by 100 to normalize the value. So the explanation is here, okay, find the highest close over the last 22 days minus the low, okay, divide by the highest close of the past 22 days, okay, the result is multiplied by 100 to normalize the indicator. All right, so actually Larry produced an article on this VIX FIX at this website over here. It is published, okay, I can show you the link over here. It is published on some magazine. I think, what is the magazine? This magazine, it is the Active Trader, that is published in 2007. So he has some explanation here. Okay, so it's mentioned, right? So the synthetic VIX can be used in any market to reproduce the performance of the well-known V index. All right, so I will share with you the link over here. I'll post the link in the comments. You can just go and read it yourself later, but I'll explain it here also. So over here, right? So let us compare. All right, so this is just some additional reading over here. When VIX is high, it tends to associated with market peaks. Okay, when there's low V, it is more. So high V, sorry, is associated with market low, so it's at the bottom already, and low V is associated with market peaks. So as I mentioned over here, right, when there's high VIX, right, high VIX value, normally it tends that the market will bottom. Okay, high VIX 208, 209 tends to bottom really soon. Okay, all right. So let us compare over here, right? So how do you get this synthetic VIX over here? Later we can compare with other asset classes like bonds, commodities, individual stocks, etc. So how do you do that? So very simple. You just go to trading view. All right, just search for this indicator settings over here. All right, you just click search. You can just search for VIX FIX. All right, there are quite a number of VIX FIX indicator already written by other coders already, or other traders. But the one that I'm using, it is this guy called the PAX, P-A-A-A-X. P-A-A-A-X. So I just circle. I hope you guys cannot really see. Never mind. Okay, so just search for the VIX FIX. Okay, VIX FIX. All right, P by P-A-A-A-X, PAX. Okay, just click on it. All right, it will shown at the bottom of the screen. So how do I know it is correct? Because I actually browse through the code. Okay, this code is open source, so you can go through and read it yourself. Okay, just click on the source code. All right, so this is exactly what Larry has written before. The highest close within the past 22 days, the highest close divide times 100. So this is exactly the same formula. So I know this formula is actually correct. Okay, it's actually correct. So you can just do a quick eyeball scan. Okay, let's go through the daily time frame. All right, daily time frame over here, as far as we can go. So can you see that it is sort of, movement is kind of synchronized, the tandem, okay? The magnitude, the price movement, it is very similar, kind of copy the actual VIX price movement. Can you see over here? This was the peak over here. This is the peak. This is the peak over here. There's a peak, okay? Peak over here, peak, okay? Then there's a peak, all right? There's a peak, and then there's peak, all right? So, and then can you see over this cluster over here, right? It's also very similar. So this is the synthetic VIX. Okay, it is not using options value. It is purely using the, all right, purely using, where is it? All right, yeah, purely using the price, okay, without using options value. Right, so the formula can be applied to any market index, individual stocks, or commodity, because it's only using price. And by using that, it is very similar to the actual VIX itself. Can you guys see? All right, if everything okay, clear so far, know how to get this VIX fix. All right, just type yes in the comment. Just type yes in the comments. Okay, just type yes in the comments. So ZJ is asking, right? So can it be used for any specific stock? Yes. So because it is not reliant on the options value of the S&P 500, right? And only purely based on the price of the instrument itself, you can use it on any instrument. Okay, equities, commodities, and such. Right? Can? All right. So even if you go to the weekly time frame, it is also the same. Of course, you can't go back to 1987 over here, not exactly copy to copy, but almost there. Okay, the movement is almost there. You can see the peak weekly time frame almost there. Okay, almost there. All right, almost there. So it's mimicking pretty well over here. So this is the VIX already. So now you know that this can be applied to, to anything. All right, what are some of the stocks, commodities you want me to go through? You can let me know. So let's say, for example, okay, let's go through the 20 plus years treasury bonds. Okay, treasury bonds over here. All right, so I removed the VIX now already. I removed the VIX first. I removed the VIX first. So I remove the VIX over here. So this is the synthetic VIX, the VIX fix. So let's go to TLT. TLT, it is the 20 plus years treasury bonds ETF. All right. Oh, just to let you know, so the VIX fix, okay, has no boundary. So the number can go as high as whatever number it can go to. So there's no boundary, unlike like an oscillator like RSI, stochastic, where it's bounded between 0 to 100. So there's no boundary. Okay. So how do you use that? How do you use that? Okay, let me share with you. Okay, so can you see over here, right? This is the 20 years treasury bonds over here. So let's say, for example, okay, can you see that the VIX, this is the weekly time frame. I'm using the weekly chart. So because the TLT, I'm using TLT treasury bonds as an example, because by right, treasury bonds itself has no VIX has no VIX, because it is only used on the S&P 500, correct? So this is a synthetic VIX. You can use it on any instrument. Okay, so you know that at the bottom it is complacency. Okay, at the top there's a high fear level. Okay, as copying the VIX, right? So you can see over here, right? You can use it to glance it the high over here, just eyeball near the high. You can see over here is somewhere around the 17 level region. Okay, reading of 17. This high. This is a high reading, right? High reading. Okay, high reading. So it's about 17. Okay, you can draw a horizontal line over here. So can you see that whenever there is a high VIX fix reading, okay, it tends to bottom. It tends to bottom. Okay, it tends to bottom over here. all right, it tends to bottom. All right, over here it tends to bottom, and over here it tends to bottom, and then somewhere around here, all right, it also tends to bottom and go up, bottom over here and go up. So right now we are actually exceeding way above the historical level already. So of course the circumstances changes right now. The interest rate is rising and such, but we could be expecting a bounce also based on the VIX fixed level. Okay, Ken? All right. So what are the other things you want me to go through? Let's go through them. Okay, maybe I go through gold. Okay, let's go through gold. How about go through oil first? How about go through oil? All right, go through oil. Whatever things you want me to go through, certain stocks, ETF, whatever, right? Just type in the comments. Just type in the comments. Right? Let's go through the oil over here. Okay, so this is the weekly time frame for oil. All right, so VIX FIX, can you see that the high value is actually somewhere around 50 plus level. Okay, can you see what this is the okay, peak. Okay, of course, very obvious. This is the high, this is the high, this is the high. Okay, so it's somewhere around here for horizontal line. So this one, okay, over here, right? So zoom in over here. This was the low over here. Can you see? Okay, and then price just started to go up. This was the high, and goes with the low over here, and then this was the high, and then no more until about somewhere around here. Okay, this of course, this was the 2008 global financial crisis. We exit, okay, and then price just move up. Okay, it's a high fear level, and somewhere around here, it is during the 2014. Also don't know what event is that, already forgotten. So price also tends to bottom out. Okay, all right. When it bottoms, it doesn't mean that price will do a full recovery. It just tells you that the market is fearful, it's really oversold. There's a chance that the market can bounce. How high it can bounce, nobody knows. Okay, nobody knows. All right. So, but it does tell us that somewhere about there, the market should bounce right now. Really, of course, I think if you have been in the market for the past 2 or 3 years, you should know that during this COVID sell-off, when the oil price go below zero negative, right, then this reading is insanely high, okay. All right. So right now we haven't reached that high level yet for oil. Okay, so somewhere okay right now. All right. So actually recently I also talked to my good friend Jay, the stock god. I told him actually that hey, based on the VIX FIX, okay, Bitcoin, like is going to, at least short term, near term, is going to bottom out. And really it is true. It really bottom out near term, short term. Okay, so this is BTC. This is BTC over here. All right. Okay, so this is the VIX FIX over here. All right, can you see over here, right? So the VIX, right, this is again based on the weekly time frame. Okay, so you can see that the high, it is somewhere around the 62 level. Okay, these are the high reading level, okay, high reading level. So you can just eyeball it and draw the best fit line over here. You can just use the recent one, like for example here and here and here. These are the very high level of reading, right? So you can just the best fit over here and draw a horizontal line over here. You can see that, hey, actually, ever since 2020 over here, this also marked the low of the Bitcoin, and then price just move up. All right, and then this time around we are also hitting this level over here. All right, this is at a high level of reading, also about 58. Okay, so we are also hitting that. That's why I told Jay, hey, based on the reading, I think we might see some bounce over here. And if you go to the daily time frame, okay, Bitcoin actually do indeed, okay, rebounded over here. Okay, that was the bottom of here, market right now. High level reading, bottom, and starting to bounce. Of course, the bounce is not very high enough yet, but at least it tells us that a potential near-term bottom over here. Okay, so you can also go use it on the daily time frame. So using the daily time frame, we are also near the high. Okay, for the daytime frame, it is these are the high reading level. Okay, 40 plus, high reading level. So you can also just draw a best fit line, horizontal level. Okay, so you can see that somewhere around there also. So it is interesting or not? It is interesting. Okay, if this is something new and interesting to you, okay, just type I. Interesting. VIX FIX is interesting. Okay, I. All right. So let me go through some of the sample over here, the example over here, right? So Elaine is going to ask QQQ. Let's go through that. Okay, but QQQ and the S&P 500 very similar. It's very similar. So it does work, but it's very similar to the S&P 500. Okay. But once again, let's go into the weekly time frame, a longer term time frame are easier to see. Okay. All right. So we are also somewhere around there. So can you see that in recent weeks or in years, right? The high reading is actually, over here, okay, over here, over here, over here. Of course, 2008, 2009 is the great financial crisis. So this one is, outlier. Okay, but generally, it is somewhere around, I would say, about 26. Okay, let's use this as a base. Okay, about there, about 25, 26. All right, somewhere around there. Okay, and okay, it can also say it coincides with some of this high over here. So let's just put a horizontal best fit line. All right. You can see over here, we are also somewhere near the bottom. If that is what the VIX FIX is implying. Of course, it might not be the absolute bottom. It does tells us that we are at a low level over here and the market is oversold and there's a high fear level. Okay, so you can see over here, this is the 2020 COVID sell-off. Okay, market also at a former low over here and then just rebound at the low in 2019. Okay, also market also rebound. And right now we are also near the high level of reading, which is about 25 reading. Okay, we are also near here. The market might bounce for the next, I don't know, 1 to 2 weeks or so. I don't know. So we have to see. All right. So let me see. Okay, and Cindy, so let's see ZS. Yes, you can use it on individual stocks as well. So ZS is Z scalers or the soybean? I think it should be the Z scaler, right? All right. So because for Z scaler, it is actually still pretty new, as in it only listed in 2018 only. So let's zoom down to the daily time frame. All right. So this is the VIX FIX for Z scaler. Can you see over here the very obvious peaks for VIX FIX is actually these are the secondary level, low level, as in high level, but as in at a lower base, right? But the extremely outlier one is over here, okay, and over here. And right now we are also hitting at this level right now. So this is the about 45 level reading. So you can draw a horizontal line over here. Okay, you see over here, okay, hit. Okay, and then we are hitting at this level right now. So you can zoom in and see, okay, so when there's extreme fear, when prices, just plunge all the way, so this can mark as a potential low over here. Let me draw a vertical line somewhere around here. Okay, so this is the 45 level reading at the low over here. This mark the low, and then price to get a nice rebound. Of course, the rebound, it is not very smooth, but eventually it has gone up higher. All right. So Maple is asking for silver. Okay, for silver, let's go through silver. I use the silver chart. Okay. All right. Once again, you can go to read the weekly. I think easier, less noisy. All right, weekly, less noisy. Let's remove these lines over here. So see, right? So at one glance, right, where is the best fit line? Where's the best fit line? Of course, the best fit line, okay, these are the very obvious peak level, right? Peak level, right? Okay, this is the obvious peak. So, oops. So we can draw somewhere around there. That's the reason for 32 reading, somewhere around there. Right, so see whether it coincides with the low. Okay, so this, of course, this is the low over here, right? Oops. Sorry about that. Vertical. So this marks the low for silver in 2020. Okay, and then nearer to that, it is over here. All right, it also marks the low, but price actually do consolidate for a while before actually move higher. So it doesn't really do a very sharp V recovery, okay, but it does mark a near-term low over here. And then over here, this is also the low over here, okay. Price do have a nice rebound over here, and then somewhere around here, yeah, all this level high reading one, market do have a nice rebound over here. All right, can okay. So I'll do a few more examples over here, like the XLF. This is the financial sector. Financial sector over here. All right. So interesting. How about we go to the weekly time frame and see very obvious peak, right? Very obvious peak. All right. It is. These are the peaks. Okay, for the VIX FIX. Okay, these are the peaks. So somewhere around 32 level. Oops. 32 level. Okay. This marks the 2020 financial 2020 COVID sell-off, right? But right now we are not near the high. But what if you go into the daily time frame over here? Mid-term high, right? We are somewhere around there also. Can you see over here? These are the daily time frame high. So these are the highs over here. These are the highs. These are the highs. Okay. So best fit again somewhere around here, okay? Best fit. Okay, we are also way past over here. Can you see over there when it's near this 12 reading? Okay, market do have a rebound. Okay, over here, rebound, over here, a rebound. And right now we are also at this level right now. Also, market is undergoing a rebound right now. Okay. And yes, we can also use it on Hong Kong exchange and also SGX stock. It can use on any stocks, okay, because this is based on using price to mimic the VIX. Okay, all right, Ken. And yeah, CK, actually I also looking at BABA also. Okay, BABA, interesting. All right, so this is the daily time frame. How about weekly time frame? Let's take a look at weekly time frame. All right, weekly time frame, not much history. Okay, let's go to daily time frame. All right, daily time frame, best fit curve. Best fit curve. Where do you guys see? Actually, the BABA VIX, as in BABA doesn't show this level, okay? But it's somewhere around there. Can you see that? Okay, draw a best fit curve about there lah. All right, so this marks the high over here. Market do get a rebound, okay? Go over here, market do get a rebound. This one also do get a rebound, okay? Right now we are not there yet also, but it is already staging a rebound already. But if you look at Juju Baba, right, it is more obvious, I think. Yeah, okay, during this sell off over here, again, best fit, okay, somewhere around there, okay. High level of reading. This was the final plunge in March, okay. High level of reading, and then price just rebound, ping pong for a while, and still continue to go higher. All right. So HSI, HSI. Also, okay. So based on the daily time frame, I'm using the daily time frame now. All right, so this is the obvious peaks over here, right? Based on historical data, these are obvious peaks, right? So we can do again a best fit somewhere around there, okay? All right. Okay, extrapolate forward, this is obviously way above the high already. So this also marks the low. All right. And then also this is the high over here. And then price just also rebounded as well. Okay. So I think there are quite a number of them. I cannot go through every single one of them. All right. So SF Wong, I'm talking about energy right now. I'll go through later. Meanwhile, right, you hold on to your question first. I'll go through the energy sector later. So let me read through the question first. Energy sector is having a correction lately and rebounded at its daily EMA 200. Do you think energy is rotating out of its money and moving elsewhere where it is just an opportunity to enter trade based on this? Okay, actually, I mentioned about the energy sector, I think for the past 2 weeks already. I say that, based on what I'm seeing, there could be weakness in the energy sectors, and the oil and such, and price do move down already. Yes, okay, the short answer is yes. The short answer is yes. I think it is rotating from the energy sector. Okay, so the short answer is yes. But how about take a look at the XLE right now? Is it oversold? Is it at an extreme level right now? Okay. XLE. All right. XLE over here. Let me try the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame. So this is the peak over here. All right. And remove these lines over here. So based on the weekly time frame, obvious peaks are obviously here, this level, right? These are the level over here. Okay, so we draw a best fit. Okay, of course, right now we are not there yet. We are not there yet. I think there could be more room to go down further. Okay, but okay, based on the daily time frame, if you take a look, all right, you can see that again, best fit. These are the peaks, 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 peaks. Okay, so okay, based on peaks, right, we are actually somewhere also near the bottom. Maybe it could be a near-term bottom. It could be near-term bottom right now. Okay, it is at a high level also already. So my guess is that right now we are oversold based on the energy sector. Okay, and price could do a bounce. How high it will bounce, nobody knows. But for me, I think that money is rotating out of the energy sector. And as I mentioned last week, right, the commodities, like the agriculture and some of the metals, okay, they are showing signs of weakness already. They are showing some weakness already. Okay. All right. So everything clear so far on the VIX fix or not? Okay. If you are clear on the VIX fix, okay, just type V in the comments while I want to continue to other things already. Okay. Right now it's about 45 minutes into the session. As I go along, I'll use more example, okay? But I think enough for now. So everything clear on the VIX fix, okay? Just type V in the comments, just type V in the comments. So if you think I'm sharing interesting stuff, you think this is of value to you, if you have not heard of it before, this is something new to you, you're getting value out of this session, right? Just type, or don't type, again, just like, share or comments with me, okay? I really appreciate that, okay? I really appreciate it. Just like, be it on the YouTube or on Facebook. Okay, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're watching on YouTube. All right, Ken? All right, so let me go through market updates and also the China stocks. I really hope I can do it within 1 hour and 15 minutes lah. All right, so let me go through that. All right, so what did I say previously? What did I say previously? So on a few days ago, I think last week, okay, this is June 20th. When is June 20th? June 20th, yeah, at the start of the week, right? I actually mentioned that, oil seems to have peaked, at least for the short term. And the DBA, which is the agricultural ETF, all right, they are the softs, okay? Soft commodities like wheat, soybean, corn, okay? They are also looking weak as well. And, it could be sliding within the next 1 to 2 weeks. And I'll go through the chart later. And that could mean inflation might have peaked, okay? But it will take time to get reflected into the CPI data. And of course, the narrative of high inflation now that that commodities, you know, have dropped. It could be just be a correction and move higher later. But as of now, the commodities price have dropped. This is a fact, right? And which, you know, the market is also like pricing in the recession narrative, because, you know, when there's recession, you know, people has less money to spend. You know, people don't, you know, don't have much demand for all the goods. When they have no demand for the goods, you know, then all the commodities they are making into these products also fall. Okay, that's why the narrative is saying that, you know, all these prices are falling as well. It looks like it is pricing in the recession as well. Okay, so let's take a look at the oil. You should already know already lah. Okay, this is okay, this is XLE. All right, so 20th, I mentioned. In fact, somewhere around here, I told you guys already, I actually shorted XLE, right? 20th of June, I said that, you know, there's more weakness, so price continue to fall. All right, so right now, you know, don't short it. Okay, we are at an extreme low already. Based on VIX FIX, we are also at a low level, so price could do a bounce. If you are long, okay, also not a good time to long also, because based on my way of analysis, you know, price is below the central pivot range and also below the cloud. Okay, there might have more downside to come. Of course, near term wise, price could do a bounce up and then come down. Nobody knows. Okay, we shall see the price action. All right, but I did mention, right, there's weakness ahead, and I did a short there. Okay, I do eat my own cooking. I eat my own cooking. I really share and I really, you know, just trade based on what I see on the chart. So DBA is another one. DBA I didn't trade this. Okay, as I mentioned already, you know, there's weakness for the past, you know, 1 week. Price has also fallen quite a bit. This is the agriculture ETF over here. All right, and then you can see some of the metals like peak metal mining one. Okay, it's all these are also down, as well. Okay, all right. So let me take a look at the this. What else did I say? Yeah. Okay. So on the actually, I think it's just a few days ago, I mentioned that, you know, market breadth and tools to determine that we could have a near-term bottom, right? So I think 2 weeks ago or 1 week ago, I mentioned that, you know, the market breadth is actually at a low level. The percentage of stocks above the moving averages, you know, and such are low, and the VVIX over VIX is at a low level. So right now, how's the market doing now? The market, it is, yeah, still bullish. Okay, so the market actually rebounded. Okay, the market is actually rebounded. Okay, rebounded. All right. So when I said that the market has actually, you know, have a near-term bottom, at least a near-term bottom. All right. I actually also eat my own cooking. I actually do also, you know, long the Nasdaq futures. I use it via CFDs. Okay. So where do I enter? If you have been following my Facebook Live, all right, you should know where I enter. I'm using the wash and rinse method. All right, this method, it is taught by actually Beanie. So if you're interested to know more about the wash and rinse, do register for this Nasdaq trading festival. All right, I post the link in the comments once again. I think many of you who have been following are also into her course already. Okay, I think you guys should know the wash and rinse method as well. All right, so just a recap. Okay, I can't exactly tell you what it is because this is not my materials, but I can tell you where I enter. Okay, so this is actually the wash bar over here. All right, and then this is the rinse bar, right? So this is the wash, and then this is the rinse. Okay, so I enter somewhere around here. All right, so I'm still riding on to the Nasdaq position right now. There are also some of a few stocks that I'm also long, but no, these are not important. Okay, so right now we have a rally already. So right now, okay, after up for how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 days already, okay? Don't go and chase and don't buy now, okay? Whenever you buy right now, okay, market maybe go a little bit higher up and then come back down. Okay, right now, long-term wise, okay, we are still in a downtrend, okay? And my view has not changed at all, okay? All right, so this was what I've written down previously last time, okay? Based on the Stan Weinstein method, price is still below the 30-week EMA, below 50-day EMA and such, okay? We are still in a downtrend, okay? Based on my way of reading, okay? We are below the cloud, okay? You can see that previously was above the cloud, uptrend, below the cloud, all right? Downtrend, below the CPR, we are still in downtrend, okay? Long-term wise, position trading wise, it is still a downtrend. But, okay, like what I mentioned, if you're a swing trader, you want to catch a near-term low, you want to go long, you want to go short, it is fine. Okay, like for me, I went long, so I'm planning to hold for a few days to at most 1 to 2 weeks. I really said that a long time before. That's how my primarily way of trading is swing trade. So where are the next resistance level for the Nasdaq, for the S&P 500? For example, okay, so let me go through the naked chart right now. So can you see that this was the previous resistance I mentioned, right? So it still holds, okay? So if price do get to this 12,830 level, all right, you'll still be facing a strong resistance because this is based on the volume profile over here. So right now, I'm also going to use, okay, the volume profile, okay, to tell you where could be the next potential support and resistance as well. So right now I'm using this volume profile, okay, fixed range volume profile. Essentially, this volume profile is to tell me, okay, the highest, the most volume transacted at which particular price. All right. So if you are new to me, I think this is to let you know if you have been following me, watching my Facebook Live, you should know. All right. So I am trying to do from this downtrend, okay, this trend, this wave down, okay, to tell me at which price is there the highest volume transacted and at what price. All right. So for the Nasdaq, right? Okay. So right now we are already above the value area over here. So can you see over here, the high volume transacted area is actually the peaks, okay, this kind of peaks. Can you see that the V shape, and then the V shape, high volume, right? So high volume over here, it is somewhere around here, okay? Somewhere around, okay, this is also a high volume here. Okay, this is also a high volume here. Okay, but I will use the main one, okay? I'll just use the main one. If price can reach that level, okay, which is around this region now, okay, the 12,006 to 12,008 region, okay, which is this dotted line. Price need to at least clear this level, then I would say that, there's a potential that we might be turning into an uptrend. So price need to clear this level. So right now, what I'm foreseeing is that, if price do reach this level again, this will be a heavy resistance level. So price there should have a correction, okay? How low the correction will be, I don't know, okay? I don't know, all right? I don't know. All right, so but there should have a reaction over that. Can? All right. And of course, later I'll go through my usual CPR and such. But right now, I'm just going to use the volume profile to have a feel of this hidden level. All right. So this is for the Nasdaq 100, Nasdaq futures, based on future price. For the S&P 500, all right. So which is the peak? The peak, it is here. Okay. This is the peak over here. And then the low, no change. The low, yes, no change, it is here. So once again, okay, never mind. So once again, you can see that, these are the high volume area, high volume node over here, right? This is a high volume node, this high volume node. So price already broken above this high volume node area over here. So the next level, which is I think pretty near already, okay, it is at about 3,930. Okay, for S&P 500, I foresee that at 3,930, we will have a resistance level over here, okay, which is this high volume node over here, which is pretty near already, So if the S&P hit this level and get resistance, then the Dow and the Nasdaq, I foresee will have some reaction as well. They're coming down as well, because all these three indices move in tandem one, right? Right or not, all right? So watch out for the 3,930. So if you are longing any stocks, indices, S&P 500, Nasdaq, when the S&P 500 hit 3,930, then you might want to consider to take profit. Okay, either you want to take profit, some of the profit, or fully exit. Based on the swing trading perspective, it is up to you, but do consider taking some profit off the table when S&P 500 do hit this 3,930. So if you understand what I'm trying to say, okay, type 3,930 in the comments. 3,930 for me. I'm looking at 390, which I think maybe within next week, price might be able to hit 3,930. Okay, 3,930. Okay, I won't go through the Dow already. So this is for the volume profile over here, 3,930, and my usual, okay, as usual, yeah, 3,930, right? So let's say if price really can clear 3,930, of course, the next level of resistance will be the central pivot range, okay, by the green dotted line over here, which is about 4,000. We are still somewhere far from it, okay, don't bother. So we are still some distance away for the Nasdaq, okay. All right, if price can really go higher, much higher, then of course at this current month, okay, this central pivot range will be the resistance, which also coincide with the volume profile level, right, which is the 12,600 and also the 12,800, okay, 12,800, 12.8 and 12.6K. But I think the key thing will be the S&P 500. Okay, when price hit the 3,930, okay, I am expecting some reaction, which that might pull down the rest of the indices as well. All right, 3,930, very important, I find. So again, this is the update for the S&P 500. So right now, if you are already long into S&P, I mean that just enjoy the ride for the time being. Okay, you can shift your stop, take some profit off the table. You want to just even hold it, whatever it is up to you. Okay, Ken. So this is the update for the indices. Right. Another one that I want to update you guys on is actually the China stocks. Okay, China stocks, which I also mentioned, I think for the past 2 weeks, I'm talking about China stocks. It is moving pretty nicely, and I just want to tell you that right now I am already vested in China. Yes, my foot is in China right now already. Okay, for the past many months, right, I say that China not the time, still in a downtrend. Yeah, still waiting patiently, and right now, yes, I am invested into China. So for me, I could be wrong. Alex is always wrong, so please don't copy me. For me personally, okay, I invested into BABA. So I am using options, okay, to buy into BABA. So this will be a long dated options. Okay, this will be a LEAPS, what they call a long dated options. Okay, all right, I didn't buy BABA directly. I buy LEAPS. Okay, the expiry date is about, I think, 577 days. Okay, at that point where I bought the LEAPS options, that's about 1.5 years to expiry date. So the price where I entered into BABA is at about 105. Okay, 105, and I entered on the 21st of July. Okay, here, okay, this bar over here. All right. And then price is moving nicely right now. All right. Again, don't chase. Price has really up 3 days in a row. Price could do a pullback and such. But generally, I think, okay, the Chinese stocks, the Chinese indices, the Hang Seng indices, we are potentially in an uptrend right now, the start of a new uptrend. Okay, this is just my personal view. Again, whatever I share, how I trade, it is very in line with what I have been sharing with you all the time. Okay, how do I determine the trend? Okay, right, price is always below the cloud, right? Downtrend, right, below the central pivot range. Okay, it is downtrend. Subsequently, all right. Okay, price ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, start to goes up. Okay, all right, and then above the cloud, and then find support at the cloud, and then start to go higher. So I think we could have a potential uptrend even for Hang Seng. All right. So price movement is pretty similar all the way, pretty much the same. Previously was down the way. Subsequently, right now, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, all the way, and then price broke above the cloud, and that could signal a potential uptrend. Some of the rest of the stocks, China stocks, is also in an uptrend right now. Okay, so if you really want to trade China stock, there are a various number of ways. Okay, like what Kwame say, any delisting risk for China stocks, Hong Kong stock options, is it better to buy Hong Kong options? Okay, Hong Kong options, okay, it's a bit different. So I'm not very familiar with the Hong Kong options. I think they're different lot sizes, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm not very familiar. And then, yeah, for me, I decided to use at least for BABA, because BABA is listed in Hong Kong as well. Just in case BABA really gonna get delisted, okay, I will just exercise my options, get the shares, okay, and it's fungible. I can convert it into Hong Kong BABA. So it's a bit troublesome, but I think the probability is not that high, like, at least for now. Even if it really get delisted, then I can convert to Hong Kong BABA share, so no issue for me. So I'm also more familiar with the ADR, and also so I decided to just go for the US listed one. But okay, if you are very familiar with the Hong Kong side, you can just buy some of these Hong Kong shares, Hong Kong ETF, whatever it is, on the Hong Kong exchange. All right, Ken. So this is just my personal opinion. And if you want to get rid of all this delisting issue and such, right, you can also go into this ETF. All right, ETF over here. So if you take a look at this ETF, like for example KWEB, MCHI, FXI, all these are also like turning into uptrend. Okay, like maybe for example the China ETF, right, MCHI. Okay, the price action is pretty much similar. Okay, so downtrend starting to break above the cloud, potential uptrend, right? And then ASHR, which it invests in the A shares in China. Okay, also pretty much the same also. SHR pretty much the same. You see, also very nice kind of uptrend over here. Again, okay, price could do a pullback anytime soon. Don't chase it. If you really want to enter, do wait for correction and enter. I think that would be a safer bet. But whatever it is, okay, this is just my personal opinion. Okay, there's always a chance that the Chinese market can do a rally like that, subsequently, then come down like that. Okay, so important thing is, you need to have holding power. So for me, at least my options, right, it is a long dated one. So 1.5 years, enough time. Okay, all right, enough time. Can, right? So by the way, how many of you have actually, is already invested in China stocks, Hong Kong stocks already, just type me in the comments. Just type me in the comments. Okay, type me. So let me know whether you are vested. If you are not vested yet, just type no in the comment. So it is fine. All right. So Steven is asking, yes. So for the volume profile, it is only available for paid subscription. So the free one, okay, you won't be able to see the volume profile. All right. Me. Oh, by the way, the me, is it only vested recently, like for the past 1 to 2 weeks, or you are already invested long time ago? Like for example, Alibaba, you really invested a long time ago. You hold from you hold from I don't know 300 plus to 200 plus. Then you have no choice but to continue to hold. Okay, but for me it's different. I didn't hold Baba previously or the Chinese stocks. It is only when it turned into an uptrend, then I invested into the Chinese stocks. All right. So Infish is asking which CPR indicator are you using? Okay, so I have this tutorial over here. Okay, do subscribe to my YouTube channel also, Monkey Wise Asia. So over here, okay, is here. Okay, this is the tutorial where I share with you how to insert the Ichimoku Cloud central pivot range pivot points into the trading view. So right, so I posted the link in the comments. So I hope that'll be useful to you. Yeah, so for me, it's only recently then I invested into the Chinese stocks. Again, I need to do kind of a disclaimer. I could be wrong. Okay, Alex is always wrong. Please don't copy me. Okay, please don't copy me. I could be wrong one. So anytime, Baba, I might think that it's going up, but it can come down like that. So the key thing is, you need to have holding power lah. Okay, at least hold for 1 year and above lah. Okay, all right, Ken. All right, so will the HSI affect by the US market? I think I also mentioned that previously. I don't know whether you have heard of it previously. So if you realize that the Hong Kong, China, the movement has already decoupled with the US stocks, while the US market has been continuing for some time, the Hong Kong, the Chinese market already crashed for quite a while already, okay? Which I believe that it is a smart move by the CCP, okay? Instead of letting the US to drag them down, okay? The CCP just drag the company down itself first, okay? And don't let the US drag them down lah. So I die first, okay? I don't want the US to drag me down and die together, so I die first. Simply said, I die first. So for me, it's that moving forward, there's also a chance that the Chinese and the US price movement might decouple. So of course, there could be along the way there could be some correlation, but generally I think that we should read the price chart independently for the Chinese side. Okay, when it shows uptrend, then go for it. That is my personal take. Okay, so don't read too much into the US stocks and how it affect the Chinese stock. Before 2008, yes, I agree, the whole world moved in tandem with the US market. But after 2008, the market doesn't seem to move like that already. Okay, all right. So this is just my personal view. And yeah, I think today is good. Okay, 1 hour and 10 minutes. So I hope you guys learned something new. So once again, all right, a recap over here, the VIX FIX. Okay, it is a synthetic VIX. You can use it on any of the instrument, commodities, individual stocks, US stocks, Hong Kong stocks, Chinese stocks, all can use. Okay, so create your own synthetic VIX. Market update, I already share with you the key level for the S&P 500. Okay, so I'm watching the 3930 3930 like Toto like that 3930 all right. And then for the China stock, which I think there's a potential that it might have already bottomed out and a new nascent new uptrend ahead. Okay, again, just my personal opinion. I could be wrong. Okay, once again, before I end the session, still got something to share. All right, do register for Larry Williams Nasdaq Trading Festival that's coming up on the 23rd and 24th of July. So I already shared this. I'll post the link in the comments. you should also see the scrolling link on the screen, right? Nasdaq Trading Festival. So do register now. First name, email, mobile. Okay, register. Mobile is only for Singapore users for SMS reminder, and that's it. Okay, I won't spam you, and you get to participate in our lucky draw. We have staycation, limited edition Next card for you, preloaded $50, and also the Art of Explosive Profit course by Jay, and also get this US stock sectors cheat sheet plus the bonus video, which is something like this, okay, which is the seasonality. I will show you how to read the data, how to interpret it, how to find the stocks to trade, all this for free. So, all right, and some of the speakers out there, of course, you can read it yourself. All right, we have Larry Williams, so Etienne Creed, Tony Chang talking about options, and some of the resident speakers as well. So do register for this event. Okay, I'm excited that Larry Williams is coming to town. Okay, yeah. All right, so I'll post the link once again in the comments. Do register for this. Once you're enrolled, right, you are automatically, can participate in our lucky draw and also get the bonus materials also. All right. So I think with that, I will end the session. Okay, I hope you guys get value out of this session from the synthetic VIX. Okay, so I think I also know about it not too long ago. I think maybe 6 months ago. Yeah. All right. So yeah. So if you think that this is of value to you, learn something new today, something of value to you, do give me some support, encouragement. Type value in the comments. Type value in the comments. Okay. Before we end the session. And also, if you enjoy the session, do give me a like, share, or comment. And do share this video out to your friends, your relative, or whatever, YouTube channel. Okay, if you're inside some Telegram channel, some Facebook group, if you think that this video is useful, do share them in these groups as well. All right. So I really appreciate that. So with that, today is Friday. I hope you guys have a good weekend ahead, and I'll see you guys again next week. Okay. So good night. Have fun in the coming weekend, and see you again. Bye-bye.